I'm Mike from the Southbank Apartments here, which is a 20-unit residential block with reasonable surrounds and a nice swimming pool. Well, as far as the pool's concerned, there was really no major challenges other than the fact that it was, because it's open air and not covered, it tends to get pretty cold pretty quick. So a fairly limited swimming season, standard sort of December through January, February, and then things start to cool off. Well, naturally, we went through an exercise in getting tenders or offers to do solar heating. We had looked at heat pump, with a solar electrical backup, but we found that to be pretty expensive, and we've got limited roof space for photovoltaic. So, we thought we'd simplify the system and go for solar heating. So the upshot was either using tubular spaghetti or the more rigid Heliocol panels. Yeah, so the Heliocol panels are rigid, and that meant that from an engineering point of view, they could be put on the roof and they'd stay in place. The roof itself is quite steep. The pitch is about 38 degrees, and the more loose style of tubing doesn't really sit well on the roof. It tends to sag off. Principal objective was to make the swim season longer and to perhaps iron out some of the fluctuations from day to day, because the thing's quite sensitive to daily variation in temperature as well. So what we found is with the solar, the pool temperature tends to be a bit more constant. Even though we don't have it covered, it still holds its heat during the night reasonably well, and everybody's happy. So over the last couple of years now, we've had this system working. We can say we're very happy. It's behaved itself. There's been no sort of knock-on effects in terms of additional maintenance or particular costs. People in the complex are using the pool more often than they have done. And on that basis, we can certainly recommend their installation of Heliocol panels.